And welcome from the NASA Wallops Flight Facility. This is a launch today of a Terrier Improved Malemute suborbital sounding rocket carrying the RockSatX educational payload. On board today, we have 8 community college and university teams carrying their different projects, which are a mix of technology and science experiments, including the development of a 360-degree camera for use on sounding rockets, space debris removal concepts, a solar array deployment system for CubeSats, and a collection of particles in space for research on the origins of life. Launch today is scheduled for 5 p.m. Window goes until 8:30 p.m. And we do have backup dates for August 20th and the 21st. So far today, everything has gone very smoothly. The weather, as you can see in the video, is looking great here at Wallops. You also see in the background of the video some of the students that have been involved in the projects actually have made their way to Wallops and were able to participate and be able to view the launch. Some of the students did arrive on Friday where we integrated some of their experiments into the payload system. And the rocket, when it is launched today, will fly to about an altitude of 91 miles. The payload with the experiments will descend by parachute and expected to land in the Atlantic Ocean about 64 miles off the Virginia coast about 15 minutes after launch. The experiments and any stored data will be recovered and then provided to the students after that recovery. This launch is conducted, and this whole program with RockSatX is conducted in conjunction with the Colorado Space Grant Consortium. And if you have a university team that so students that are interested in flying experiments on a sounding rocket in the RockSatX program, contact the Colorado Space Grant Consortium. Letters of intent to fly for next year, 2022, are now being accepted and are through September 8th. So again, if you're interested in flying in the RockOn, RockSatC, or RockSatX programs for university community college students, contact the Colorado Space Grant Consortium. Coming up at T-minus 15-minute mark, we'll have the poll to proceed with the countdown. So main item there to be looking at. There you have a shot of inside the control center as we're getting ready for the launch. The rocket today will be a Terrier Improved Malemute. Length is 44 feet. Again, this is a sounding rocket, so it's very fast to be ready to look and be on the lookout for the launch when it happens. First stage Terrier, when it ignites, then burns out at 5.2 seconds. At that point, it's 1.5 miles altitude and already traveling a velocity of 1,297 miles an hour.
X65 camera, the recorder's already started.
The second stage Malemute then ignites at 18 seconds, burnout at 29.7 seconds. At that point, it's at 11.5 miles altitude, traveling at 3,706 miles an hour, downrange at 9.3 miles. Again, apogee today is about 196 seconds into flight, about 90 miles. At that point, it's about downrange from about 34.5 miles from Wallops. Chute deploys occurs at 448 seconds into flight at 4.2 miles altitude, and at that point it's about downrange from Wallops at 70 miles, and then we expect it to come down by the parachute at about 908 seconds into the flight, again about 60 to 70 miles out from Wallops. This vehicle will be recovered. The payload will be recovered, so that we can get these experiments back to the students, so that
all stations. This is ROA on Channel 1.
And we're now getting ready for the poll.
46.030 Terrier Improved Malemute launching from Pad 2 50K launcher. Please stand by for station checks to proceed with the terminal count. All stations should announce status as green or red on Channel 1 range ops. RC?
RC is green.
M&O?
M&O is green.
RSM?
RSM is green.
SCO?
SCO is green.
Programmer?
Programmer is green.
LO?
LO's green.
LPM?
LPM is green.
ACS?
ACS green.
PLC?
PLC is green.
PTM?
PTM is green.
MM?
MM is green.
SRPO?
SRPO is green.
CE?
CE is green.
PM?
PM is green.
RSO?
RSO is green.
TD?
TD is green.
Check 149.
All stations are responsible for reviewing the go-no-go criteria listed in the OD. Only stations annotated with an asterisk in previous step are permitted to call a hold. All the sites report red. Check item 150.
M&O PM.
Go ahead, PM.
Start recorders.
Recorder started.
Copy. Check 151.
And there you heard it. All stations are reporting green for the launch. Therefore, we are targeting a 5 p.m. launch at the very beginning of the window in just about 13 minutes. Terminal count begins at about the T-minus 10-minute mark. The RockSatX payloads that we're flying today is part of a three-step program that NASA is doing with the Colorado Space Grant and universities and community colleges across the country. The first level is Rock-On. Those are students that come here to Wallops typically. In the last couple of years with COVID, we've had to do it virtually, but they actually learn how to build experiments, which is the main part of this program, is learning how to build the experiments for spaceflight. And then the next level is RockSatC. These are typically done by university teams, and the students will develop and design their own experiment that will then go on with the Rock-On, and that was just launched in June of this year. And then the final level is RockSatX, where the experiments are a little bit more, I guess, I wouldn't say difficult, but a little bit more to them and a little bit larger payload area that they had to fly. So we're very excited about this program and the, some of the students that have been involved in it and where they've gone on in their careers.
T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
PLC check 153, 154, 156. PLC check 159.
M&O PM.
Good, PM.
Record RF parameters. Report TM lock.
Parameters recorded nominal and TM is locked.
Copy. Check 158. Check 160.
ACS check 155.
RC PM.
RC, go.
Request interrogation of transponder.
In work, sir.
TM pressure is 17.4 PSIA. Check 161.
PM, RC.
Go for PM.
Beacon is trackable. Good 5 code.
Copy. Check 165.
PTM check 164, 166.
ACS check 162, 163.
RSO, Starway.
Go for RSO.
Provide final wind-weighted settings for 50K launcher.
Copy. Final wind weighting settings for 50K launcher is azimuth 91.5, elevation 83.1.
Azimuth 91.5, elevation 83.1.
Good copy.
Check 167. LC, Starway.
LC, go.
Set 50K launcher to final wind-weighted settings. Azimuth 91.5, elevation 83.1.
Moving 50K launcher. Azimuth 91.5, elevation 83.1.
Good readback.
ROA, RSO.
Go for ROA.
Yes, ma'am. We're waiting for one more final balloon to come in just to confirm there's no variation between those settings.
Copy. We'll go to new settings, and I'll stand by for an update if needed.
Copy all.
ROA 50K launcher set at azimuth 91.5, elevation 83.1.
Copy. Check 168.
And the sound rockets are unguided rockets, so it's kind of like shooting an arrow. And so that's why we're looking at the wind settings our requirement in order for us to set our elevation and azimuth for the launcher to make sure we hit that target in the sky that we're going for. And just a reminder for those tuning in that there is some delay in what you're seeing and what is happening here at Wallops. So take that into account if you're in the area and you're trying to go out and view the launch. T-minus 5 minutes in counting. Targeted T0 is day 231, 210000.0.
PLC check 169.
TDR is on 1. Can you meet me on 5?
SRPO MM.
Go for MM.
Yes, sir. We may have to hold because we don't have a final wind weighted setting, and I recommend holding at 3.
PLC check 171.
We can hold at 3 if you need TD. Just make sure we don't go internal.
TD is RSO. I have final settings now.
ROA's ready.
ROA final wind weighting settings are azimuth 90.8, elevation 83.1.
Azimuth 90.8, elevation 83.1.
Good copy.
LC is ROA.
LC go.
I have updated settings for you. Azimuth 90.8, elevation 83.1.
50K launcher is set at 90.8 azimuth, elevation 83.1.
Good readback.
TDS RPO, we are proceeding.
That's correct.
Thank you, sir.
PLC check 172.
ACS check 175.
PLC check 172, 173, 176, 177, and 180.
I'm an OPM.
Go ahead for M&O.
Port TM lock.
TM
Verify,
Semino. TM lock.
verify no change in TM signal strength or deviation.
TM is unchanged.
Verify chart recorders are nominal.
Charts are nominal.
Confirm no change in transponder on internal power.
PTM. No change on internal.
PLC check 186.
PTM check 181, 186, and 182.
Copy check 178, 179, 183, 184.
LC, Starway.
LC, go ahead.
Can I get confirmation on
ACS
settings?
185.
Final settings are in. Elevation 83.1, azimuth 90.8.
Check 174.
Payless stations, this is MM polling for status to proceed to launch. ACS.
ACS go.
PLC.
PLC go.
PTM.
PTM go.
SRPO.
T-minus 1 minute. SRPO is go.
MM is go. NASROC payload status is go. Check 187, 188.
50. 40. 30. 20.
ACS 195.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
0, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
18 tracking.
8 meter auto track, 9, 10.
9 meter auto track. Antennas tracking.
Radar
Plus
3 is
20.
tracking the booster.
Malamute ignition.
Good job, Tim. Good job, radar. Plus 30. Plus 40. Plus 50. Plus 1 minute.
Malamute separation and despin.
Splash on the booster.
Nose cone separation.
Radar 3 is now on the payload.
Plus 2 minutes.
TD, RSO, LPM on channel 1.
Go for TD.
Yes, sir. I'd like to get the fire department down here just to put out a small grass fire.
Copy. Yes, sir, you good with that?
RSO confirms.
Copy that. I've already called it in. They're on their way.
Copy.
Three minutes.
PTM, SRPO.
Go ahead.
We did get separation, sir, correct?
We're looking into it.
Thank you.
SRPO, PTM.
Go ahead, sir.
We did get aft skirt separation.
Thank you, sir.
TD LPM on channel 1.
Go for TD.
Yes, sir. We need launcher measurements, or are we clear to bring the launcher down?
Standby. Looks like it's a little high and long. I'll wait for SRPO.
Let's stand by on that TD.
Heat shield deployment. Readout, do you have lock?
Roger, have good luck.
Copy.
PM SRPO.
Go for PM.
Do we have a apogee from radar?
Wait 1. RCPM.
Stand by, please. PMRC, that's in work.
Copy, standing by.
PMRC.
Go for PM.
Yeah, that's 519, 545.2 feet.
That is 519,545.2 feet.
Good readback.
Copy, thank you. SRPO, do you copy?
I copy, thanks.
ACS. Last pressure reading before LOS 229.3 PSI.
ACS PM.
ACS.
Can you read back that last pressure reading?
8 meter LOS.
Last pressure reading 229.3.
Copy, thank you.
RSO TD is LPM on channel 1.
Go for RSO.
Yes,
Stand
sir.
by for TD. He's on the phone.
Yes, sir, and I'll get confirmation from TD as well. Are we clear to drop the LDA and PLDA at this point?
That's affirm.
SRPO on 1.
Go for MM.
Just reiterating what's already been said, but the last pressure reading on NIX was 229.3 PSI.
That's correct. We got LOS a little early.
How long does that vent command last on that? Can ACS answer that?